Well, hello and welcome to another exciting Dennis and Andy Show movie review. That's right, two of your favorite pop culture comic book movie hosts are popping in to drop a movie review on Plane.
Yes, a movie we were having a big debate. Are we going to see Plane or Missing? Because they're both on our list. They were both out and both playing at the exact same time. We chose Plane, and I'm glad we did.
We chose Plane because I wanted my daughter to get out of the house and go with us because it was her day off, and I knew she has no interest in Missing. Plane, which is funny because I was calling it The Plane, but no, the movie is just called Plane.
Not to be confused with Airplane.
No, but unlike the title, the movie is not plain. Oh, see what I did there? I did. This is a spoiler-free review. We're just going to talk and give you our grade and let you know if we think it's worth seeing in the theaters.
Gerard Butler plays Captain Brody, and he finds himself caught in a war zone after being forced to make an emergency landing. You're literally in the middle of nowhere, somewhere down by Manila.
Yes, so they're taking the flight. He's hoping to get back to see his daughter in the U.S. by New Year's. So that gives you a time frame of time of year. They're leaving out of Tokyo or Hong Kong, one of the two. I think Hong Kong. Anyhow, they're leaving out of there. You know, they do a little foreshadowing. I mean, you know the plane's going down if you've seen the trailer. So like Dennis said, spoiler free. We'll only talk about trailer stuff and whatnot. So you know the plane goes down.
But Mike Colter comes aboard, and we're like, yeah, you know, you love to see Power Man walking onto your airplane in handcuffs. He's a prisoner that's being transported. If you've seen the trailer, and I hope you have, you know, you walk on there, something happened. He was being charged for murder and being extradited. So he winds up putting on this sparsely populated plane of only 14 passengers.
That's right. 14 passengers on New Year's Eve, which I guess isn't too surprising. So yes, he's put on this plane. Gerard Butler's the pilot. They're flying. They're trying to fly above the weather. Something happens to the plane. He has to basically make an emergency landing. And at that point, and this isn't in the trailer, but it's not a huge thing. They were originally thinking they would have to ditch it at sea. And then right before the clouds kind of clear or whatever, and they see land. So, and they have only got a limited amount of time to ditch the plane. So they
what happens is they've lost all avionics, and you only get about 10 minutes of battery power. So they're running strictly on battery, flying blind. And it is an absolutely cool scene. You know, they get hit by lightning. They lose it. The plane's doing this. People are flying things that they shouldn't have been doing. It is carnage in the air. And, you know, so you were expecting this via the trailer. But the way they filmed it, I mean, you felt there. You actually got goosebumps when you saw that, and something happens, and you're like, oh my! It took you into the moment. Makes me not want to fly for the next couple of weeks.
Right. Gerard Butler did a fantastic acting job. So did Power Man there. All right. What's his name again? I already forgot.
Mike Colter.
Mike Colter. Yeah, he did a great job. So they land the plane on this small island off the Philippines that is basically run by militias. So there's no, like the Filipino army's like, oh, we're not going there. They can have that island. It's cool. Just take it. No worries. So Gerard Butler and Michael Colter uh, basically try to go out and look for help. And as you saw in the trailer, the rest of the passengers, another reason I believe they want to do a tight, small 14-person passenger in this plane is because it was more manageable than going, oh, the plane was loaded. So they get taken hostage, and basically the name of the plane company is Trailblazer. And back at headquarters, you've got the main guy in charge comes in, cool actor, you've seen him before, usually plays a bad guy.
The most notable one, I knew it as soon as it was on there, and my wife would have been like, "Oh, Ghost." He played the bad guy in Ghost.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. And basically, through satellite stuff and few other things, once again, spoiler free, they're able to find that the plane is intact, where it's at. So I love this guy because he's like, yeah, we're sending out, we're sending out contractors to take care of this,
Yeah,
basically.
no military can go in there, so I've got some private mercs that's gonna
Yeah,
go in there. And every movie like this, there's a few tropes in here. You got your really nice people on the plane, and you got your really butthead, the one you just want to get shot
yeah,
or
you got the
pounded
guy
in
that's
the
just an
face.
asshole. Yeah,
Joey Slotnick played the butthead in this one, and we were both sitting there going, what what's he from? What's he from? And then it was like, oh, it's Joey. We were talking about it in the movie and from Twister. We remember him from
hmm
Twister. And you literally, only he's got a shaved head now. And yeah, he was your little antagonist that always did the wrong thing and just pissed off
well, he's the
everybody.
guy. He's the guy. This pilot lands the plane on this small island, whatever.
In a dirt road.
And before they even know the island is run by militias and stuff, they all get off the plane, and this is the guy that instead of thinking, oh my god, we didn't crash, we're alive, is bitching because they have no communications
Rough landing.
and stuff, and you're like, dude, you could have been like literally just decimated, evaporated, whatever you want to call it, if the plane blew up. Instead, you're bitching.
Yes. So the premise of the rest of the movie is they're on this island. The bad militia dudes that are in control of the island find out they're there. They come round everybody up. They're going to hold them for ransom, take them off the island. And Captain Brody goes off to try and get help and make a phone call in order to get help, and they had found a place. So he brings the convict with him because he knows there's something odd
Right.
about it. And he winds up finding out, as you found out in the trailer, he was ex-military. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. You don't know if he did it or not, when he's talking to him, but he goes, you can come with me. And it does. And it winds up being some really good, intense action scenes that they get in there. But while they're out finding it, the bad guys get them, round them up, haul them away, and they have to go rescue them. And what proceeds on the rescue is probably a good 20 minutes of pure adrenaline, testosterone filled battles with great action scenes.
Yeah, that's the thing about this movie that I actually really enjoyed. No forced messaging. I don't think there was really any woke crap in it. Nothing rang my bells for that. Um, it was just, it's not as good as Maverick. So what I'm about to say, don't go, it's as good as Maverick. No. But it's just a throwback to me of a good old action movie from 20, 30 years ago.
Yes.
Like Dennis said, there's always specific tropes in these action movies. Basically, this was just, what can we do that really hasn't been done before? And it's like, well, the plane doesn't get hijacked. It has to do a crash landing, and then the passengers are hostages. You've got the two badass guys. obviously Gerard Butler's pilot. There's a scene in the movie that gives a little bit about his background. So while he's not as much of a badass as Mike Colter's character is, he has a history to where he can take care of himself. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, they do show one scene and it's cool. And there's a rowdy passenger who turns around and, punches the captain. And they've got video footage of this as they're trying to figure out who the captain is, and he's got him and he basically puts him in a sleeper and puts him down. And the guy's like, I like this guy. And you find out while he's not like a professional mercenary, he's not military, he's got a heart of gold. He believes in his duty, passengers first, and he's there to put it down. You wanted to root for him. All of the characters that were in this, that were main characters. Gerard Butler, you loved his character. You found out about Mike Colter. You wound up finding out he's not a perfectly nice guy, and he knows he can't go back, so he's going to do what he can do, but you find out maybe or maybe not he did that thing that he was.
Well, I don't know, though. If I wouldn't say he's not, I wouldn't put him in the category of not a particularly nice guy, because the little bit that you find out and glean from his past, because he was on the run for 15 years, and he even says it, it sounds like the murder charge is probably, a mistake. But in the movie itself, he never did anything where I thought he's not a particularly not nice guy.
Right. Well, I don't want to give away because there's a couple of things, especially at the end. You're like, oh, not that he's a bad guy. He's a self.
Well, no, I know what you're talking about, but in the position he's in,
right. But it was good. But you rooted for his character. Bonnie, right, who played the one of the main stewardess. You liked
Dennis. Hold on. Flight attendant.
No, the other girls were the flight attendants. She was.
Don't trigger me. We don't use the word stewardess anymore. That is gender specific.
Oh, Tony Goldwyn, who's the head. He plays the guy at the main guy at Trailblazers. He's like they're trying
awesome
to cover their ass, and he's like, nope, I've got connections. We're going to do this. We're going in after him. Shellback, he's the head of the Resistant, the mercenaries they send in. He's cool. The entire team, the co-pilot, they find out they get his background. You wind up really liking him. Again, every single person that they cast in this movie had good roles, had good everything. I enjoyed them all the way through. I loved all the acting, the interaction, the dialogue, and the cast worked really well together. So for me, this movie was a big hit and a surprise. Let's put it that way.
And it's fast paced. It doesn't drag at any point. It's only an hour 45. So let's give it our rating. I will give it I'll go with a straight up 8.0.
Wow, we're close. I'm at an 8.5. I thought this was a very fun movie. I enjoyed it. It was definitely worth seeing in the theater. Some of the scenes were really well done and deserved to be on the big screen. So if you want to go see a movie, this one would be definite to go see. I always like to pull up the Rotten Tomatoes just to see. The critics give it a 76, which, it's critics. The audience is giving it a 94. So the audience really likes this movie. So I am glad to see that because we both really enjoyed this movie.
That's right. So get your bucket of popcorn and go check it out. And, of course, Kor-Drath The Reckoning. We cracked the 1,200 backers. We cracked $75,000. Thank you guys so much. So appreciate it. We have added to it, look at that, $5. This Lilith trading card was originally free for the people that signed up in the sign up stage of the campaign, where the campaign wasn't live. You just signed up to be notified about it. And if you did that, you got this trading card for free. We decided okay. If anybody else wants a trading card, $5, free shipping. If for some reason you come across this campaign and you're like, I just want the card. Okay, you pay the $5. We'll cover the shipping. You'll get your card. More often than not, it'll be people that have already backed the campaign that didn't get the card, or maybe they want more than one. Back it. We'll put it in with the order you already placed. The other thing we did is, we had the couple t-shirts on the campaign. Let's scroll down to those bad boys. So we've got the Kor-Drath shirt, and we took Bud Root's beautiful cover and made it a shirt. I got to be honest, I don't know why I didn't think of this before, and we have a beanie. Well, Bud Root shirt and the beanie are both add-ons to the main shirt now. So if you order the Kor-Drath shirt and you want the beanie and the Bud Root shirt, you can add those to your cart, and the shipping is nominal, so you'll save on shipping, and you can get 2 shirts or 2 shirts and a beanie. So we also did that. Of course, people that don't know about the campaign, this is like Conan meets Game of Thrones. You've got the savagery, barbarianism of Conan, but in Game of Thrones, that show had a lot of layers and it was like an onion that was just getting peeled back. So that's the type of story it is. Kor-Drath's tribe, the Red Line tribe, is slaughtered by the Anaconda tribe. He needs to find out why. He wasn't there when it happened. He returns with the sorceress Adriana. They have to find out why the tribe was slaughtered, who's behind it, and what the larger goal is for the villain known as the Necronite. Check it out. 76 pages. If you click here or read pages 1 through 8, takes you to a Kor-Drath exclusive website we created, and you can read pages 1 through 8 and see the artwork larger to get a nice sense of the story. So check that out as well. And there you go, guys. Kor-Drath The Reckoning. We're creeping up to the $80,000 stretch goal, which is the Lilith character card, because we're doing a game module Dennis is writing. So you can not only read the book, you can play the game, and we're doing character cards. The first 2 are unlocked. Kor-Drath, Adriana, full stats on the back so you can play them. The Shattered Reach map is also unlocked, so you'll get a map that Dennis created of the Shattered Reach, this part of the world that the story takes place on. And of course, Lilith card is next, and then after that, who knows? We've got more stretch goals planned.
So yes, this will be fun for everybody. Like I said, it keeps growing and getting bigger, and we appreciate everything. If you've already backed it, thank you. If not, share it with your friends, put it out there. Go check out Kor-Drath.com, and we can answer any of the questions you have. I'll leave the links down below where you can find Andy and I on Twitter or email or Facebook.
That's right. And the link for the campaign is down below as well. So please go check it out. We'll catch you guys with another movie review probably next week, and probably about Missing.
Yeah. Live long and prosper.
And we'll see you Wednesday, as usual, 5 p.m. for the Dennis and Andy Show. Take care, everybody.
Later.
Retribution! Oh yeah, we want retribution!